hell is this guy? That's classified.
The fate of the world depends on you.
They're going rogue. They always go rogue.
Oh, I like her.
This mission is gonna cost you dearly.
Mission Impossible. Dead Reckoning. Rated PG-13.
Toledo, Ohio. This is boxing. This is Top Rank, presented by Hall of Fame boxing promoter Mr. Bob Arum. Brought to you this weekend by AutoZone. Get in the zone. By Bud Light, the official beer of celebrations. And by Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, starring Tom Cruise, only in theaters July 12th. It all goes down tomorrow night, Saturday, July 1st, from right here inside the Huntington Center, Toledo, Ohio. First time for Top Rank Boxing here as the homecoming of Jared Anderson continues all week long. Our co-feature is one for the ages, 2 undefeated heavyweights in Arslanbek Lion Makhmudov. He's taking on Raphael, Akpejiori. And our main event, Jared, the real big baby Anderson, taking on Prince Charles Martin. A huge undercard. It is stacked. A ton of young up-and-coming prospects. Let's get them on the scale. Our first bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior middleweight division. Please welcome from Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, Nicholas La Bestia Flaz, and his opponent from Deer Park, New York, Jahai Tucker. First on the scale, Nicholas La Bestia Flaz. $151.3, $151.3 for Flaz. And his opponent from Deer Park, New York, Jahai Tucker. $151.8, $151.8 for Jahai Tucker. This is our first bout of the evening, scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior middleweight division. From Vega Alta, Puerto Rico, Nicholas La Bestia Flaz. From Deer Park, New York, Jahai Tucker. 8 rounds in the junior middleweight division. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior lightweight division. From Monteria, Colombia, Devi El Caba Julio, and his opponent from right here in Toledo, Ohio, Tyler, the Golden Child McCreary. First on the scale, Devi El Caba Julio. $131.1, $131.1 for El Cabo Julio. Contracted weight on this bout is 131. He weighed in at 131.1. Now we're clear. 130.9. 130.9 for El Cabo Julio. 130.9. His opponent from Toledo, Ohio, Tyler, the Golden Child, McCreary. $131.1. 131.1. We're going to do the exact same thing one more time. Contracted weight is 131. $131 on the nose for the Golden Child, McCreary. 131. Francisco, you coming up? This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior lightweight division. From Monterrey, Colombia, Debbie El Cabo Julio. From Toledo, Ohio, Tyler, the Golden Child, McCreary. 6 rounds in the junior lightweight division.
Face off, guys.
Our next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior middleweight division. Please welcome from Houma, Louisiana, Rance Pressure Ward, and his opponent from Dearborn Heights, Michigan, Hussam Lionheart Alma Shoddy. First on the scale, Rance Pressure Ward. $153.6 for Ward. His opponent from Dearborn Heights, Michigan, Hussam Lionheart Alma Shoddy. $151.2 for Hussam Alma Shoddy. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the junior middleweight division. From Houma, Louisiana, Rance Pressure Ward. And from Dearborn Heights, Michigan, Hussam Lionheart Alma Shoddy. 6 rounds in the junior middleweight division.
Thank you, Tom. We're good, guys. We're good, guys.
Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Please welcome from Columbus, Ohio, Maradi Gems Zola, and his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. First on the scale, Maradi Gems Zola. $173.9 for Maradi Gems Zola. And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. $173.3 for Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. From Columbus, Ohio, Marati Jem Zola. From Cleveland, Ohio, Dante Free Smoke Benjamin Jr. 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division.
Face off, guys. A little closer. Thank you, guys. We're good.
Immediately following the weigh-ins this afternoon, our beautiful top-ranked knockouts will be in the entryway to the Huntington Center, doing meet and greet, saying hello, and taking pictures with each and every one of you. And it will happen again tomorrow prior to fights in the lobby here at the Huntington Center. Make sure you get down here early and say hello to the ladies. Our next bout is scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. Please welcome from New Orleans, Louisiana, Jonathan John Boy Montrell, and his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, Tiger Johnson. First on the scale, Jonathan John Boy Montrell. 140.6. 140.6 for Jonathan John Boy Montrell. And his opponent from Cleveland, Ohio, Tiger Johnson. 141.2. 141.2 for Tiger Johnson. This bout scheduled for 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division. From New Orleans, Louisiana, Jonathan John Boy Montrell. From Cleveland, Ohio, Tiger Johnson. 8 rounds in the junior welterweight division.
Thank you, guys. Tiger, we're good.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is scheduled for 10 rounds for the NABF heavyweight title. Please welcome from Lagos, Nigeria, by way of Miami, Florida, Raphael Akpejiori, and his opponent from Mazdak, Russia, fighting out of Montreal, Canada, Arslanbek Lion Makhmudov. First on the scale, Raphael Akpejiori. 255.5. 255.5 for Raphael Akpejiori. And his opponent, fighting out of Montreal, Canada, Arslanbek Lion Makhmudov.
Step off.
263.4. 263.4. We finally got one. For Arslanbek Lion Makhmudov. This bout scheduled for 10 rounds for the NABF heavyweight title. From Miami, Florida, Raphael Akpejiori. From Montreal, Canada, Arslanbek Lion Makhmudov. 10 rounds for the NABF heavyweight title.
Thank you guys, we're good. Thank you. Thank you.
Our next bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the lightweight division. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, Alex de Oliveira. And from Cleveland, Ohio, Abdullah Mason. First on the scale, Alex de Oliveira.
$136.5.
136.5 for de Oliveira. Next on the scale from Cleveland, Ohio, Abdullah Mason. $135.2. 135.2 for Abdullah Mason. This bout scheduled for 6 rounds in the lightweight division. From Sao Paulo, Brazil, Alex de Oliveira. From Cleveland, Ohio, Abdullah Mason. 6 rounds in the lightweight division.
Face off, Abdullah. Face off. Face off.
'All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to weigh in our main event. 10 rounds for the WBO International WBC USA Heavyweight Championships. Please welcome, from St. Louis, Missouri, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Prince Charles Martin. And from Toledo, Ohio, Jared, the real big baby Anderson. First on the scale, Prince Charles Martin. $250.5 for Prince Charles Martin. Next on the scale, from right here in Toledo, Ohio, Jared, the real big baby Anderson. 243.4. 243.4 for Jared, the real big baby Anderson. This is our main event. 10 rounds for the WBO International WBC USA Heavyweight Championships from St. Louis, Missouri, Prince Charles Martin. From Toledo, Ohio, Jared, the real big baby Anderson. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. This is our main event. It all begins tomorrow at 6:15 Eastern on ESPN Plus, and then we switch over to the network, ESPN, at 10 o'clock Eastern. This is our main event. Prince Charles Martin, Jared, the real big baby Anderson. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We will see you tomorrow.
Not chasing us.
Gotta get rid of this car.
Ready?
Ethan, the world is coming after you.
Your days of fighting for the so-called greater good are over.
Hey, Benji! Go to plan B. Okay, great. Plan B. What is that?
Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, July 12th.